Good evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Queensland, Australia. Tonight I'm going to be recreating this background here, but I've chosen a different colorway this time round, just for something a little bit different. Just let me find my video on my page and we can all chat together. Hi Esther, nice to have you here. So glad you could come along. If you're watching the replay, thank you very much. And this will be up on YouTube later. So if you're joining me over on YouTube, thank you for taking the time to watch it over there as well. So unfortunately, I don't have the real McCoy for this card. It's already been given to the recipient. For tonight's background, I thought I would choose 3 different colors because I need a bit of a special birthday card coming up in the next couple of weeks. So this time round, where's all my colors? I've decided to use Polished Pink, Parakeet Party and Mellow Mango. Now, if you're playing along with me tonight and you have chosen your colors, or if you decide to give this technique a go sometime in the future, and the ladies will tell you, I actually lost my color wheel. It's here in my craft room somewhere. So I had to go to town this morning and grab another one. But I just wanted to go through this quickly before we start. This technique, you have to be careful when you're combining your colors, because a lot of colors, when you add them all together and layer them one on top of the other, will kind of go mud to mud, brown, and we really don't want that. So probably the best plan of attack is to use something that's next to each other on the color wheel. I am a bit worried about how the pink and the green will go together. I did have a bit of a play earlier, but you know, I'll try and keep them away from each other as much as possible, or use the lighter ends. And I'll show you like these lighter bits maybe overlap when we do it with the pink and the green. So to do this, what you actually need to do is cut. This is going to be really tricky to see on screen, I have to say. I've got 3 different size rectangles cut out of acetate or window sheet, if you want to use your window sheet, or if you just want to go and grab a little bit of packaging that's come in from something, and different size widths. So mine measure 1.5, and I've got a 1, and I've got a 3/4 of an inch, and you need at least 2 inches to 2.5 inches for a length. That way you've got plenty of room to start heavy and then blend out lighter towards the other end. And when you're blending, you don't want to touch the other end, otherwise you create a line, and that's not what we're aiming to do. I don't know whether you can see this. Like you start heavier and then you blend your color out towards the other end, but you don't actually touch the other end. So the longer that you can have your rectangle, the easier it will be for you. All right. So you will need a piece of basic white cardstock, and you need it. I like to have it larger than my card front. That way you can trim it down and maybe trim the section that you need. You know, one side might be a little bit nicer than the other. I'll just put that out the road. All right, so we've got Bev here tonight. Hi, Bev. Glad you could make it. And Sharon. How are you feeling, Sharon? Are you getting on top of your flu? I hope so, because it's no fun being sick. Not at all. All right. Okay, so 3 colours. We have 3 blending brushes for each colour. Now, because I don't like to brush my blending brushes onto my ink pads, I'm actually going to smoosh that down onto my block onto my ink pad. I'm just concerned that over time I'm going to wreck the my ink pad, so this is how I do it. Let's see if I can get this. Is a little bit dry, I think, this one. Yep. All right. And I like to start with possibly, let me think, maybe the larger one first. And we might do the pink. Might start with, what do we got here? Polished pink. And we're going to apply, put some ink onto our brush, and then from here, all right, so you apply it heavier on one end, and then we're going to lighten as we go out. So start off, and we're going to then really heavy, and then we're going to lighten out towards the end. Right, we're going to go again. Start off heavy. Oops. And then I've got green ink there. Really don't want that there. Take that away. And then again we might, let's go over this way. And we might even overlap. All right. And then we might even go, let's go up here. Maybe, no, I'm not sure. I just want to leave room for the others. No, maybe, oh gosh. Girls, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. All right, so there's that. So there's our polished pink. Now I'm going to grab the next size down, which is my 1-inch rectangle. I'll grab my green blending brush, grab some ink. Now this is the one I'm a bit worried that it might turn a little bit muddy. All right, so see how we go. Love this green. It's such a bright, vibrant green. And I think I might even go turn it around and we'll go down this way. Oops, see, now I've gone off the edge there, but that's okay. What we might do is just this way. We can fix that. Cool, right. Let me think. Will I go another one in there? Kind of need a little bit of yellow in here somewhere at some point. Right, let's leave it at that. We can go back and add more if we need to. So now we're going to take our smallest rectangle, which is our 3/4 of an inch rectangle, and I think I might go this way now. And we're going to overlap a little bit. Put plenty of ink on our brush. And kind of fill in now those gaps. Let me think. I might go across this way. And we'll go ooh. Kind of feel like there's a little bit of white space there. We might need to trim that off maybe when we do our card. I'm not actually going to be making the card tonight, but I just wanted to show you guys how I did this background, and I've just moved that. All right, so there we have this fun background, and that's just used. I've made these with my paper trimmer, my little rectangles. I've used my if that question was asked. Any questions, guys? I have got ink here everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So let me just tidy this up a bit. I'll put them over to the sides and wash them off. Now for my greeting, the greeting on my first card, I used Family Party, and what I did is I actually used my Stamparatus and actually positioned my stamps using my plastic sheet. and I will show you that little trick again, because the lovely Vicky Allenson was asking me, well, I was telling Vicky about, and I said, Vicky, I said, you need to watch my videos wherever you are. She was here before. So, okay, so I'm going to do a happy birthday because it's for a birthday card. And I've lost my happy. There we go. Here it is. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to use early espresso. All right, don't lose that. I need that. All right. So what I like to do, I've got a piece of acetate, window sheet, vellum would work. Something that you can see through. You need something that you can see through. This needs to be pushed right up into that top corner and secured with your magnet. I'm going to pick up my stamp. Just put a stamp pad underneath there. I'm going to ink up my stamp, and I'm going to stamp my piece of acetate window sheet. Now, ordinarily you would have, if you had a card front and you had something on there and you wanted to stamp it, have a special spot that you wanted to stamp, you could take your magnet off your acetate sheet and just move this around to wherever you needed it to be stamped. This time around I'm only going, it doesn't really matter. Because my piece of cardstock is blank anyway. But I will need it more for the next step that I'm going to do. All right. So now I'm going to put my plastic sheet in again. I'm going to just wipe that. And I'm going to find my happy stamp. What did I do with my happy stamp? And this doesn't have to be in the right spot, because what you're going to do is you're going to move your cardstock that's underneath into the position where you need it to be. Let me wipe that off. So we're going to pick up that stamp again. Make sure that that is pushed right up into that corner tight. We're going to ink up our little happy, and we're going to stamp him. So now what I'm doing is I'm moving my cardstock that's underneath to where I need it to be. Does that look straight? Can't tell from here. Does that look straight, guys? Possibly. Looks good. All right, looks in the middle. I think so. All right, so lift up your acetate, secure your cardstock with a magnet, and that's got to stay there. If you move your cardstock accidentally, you need to reposition. And then we're going to go in and gently stamp our happy. And it's done. It's done. Okay, so that's how it is. That's as long as this acetate is up in that corner tight and it's in the position where you stamped your stamp, moving your cardstock underneath and securing it then with your magnet, it will always stamp where you want it to stamp. This is a really great technique to use, or trick to use if you've got to stamp directly. You know, if you've got a one layer card and you need to stamp directly onto that top layer, and you're worried that you're going to mess it up, or you know, you're worried that it's not straight, or you know, you're worried that, oh geez, you know, you can even audition your different colors. If you're not sure what color to stamp your sentiment, you can audition your different the different colors and then decide what you're going to do. All right, now So now all that's left is I won't make my card tonight, but because the idea was to just show you, I've got a little bug, go away, a little bug sitting there, and I will die cut this and make a card out of that, and then put that in the post. Do you have any questions, anyone? It is, Vicky. It's a very clever idea, and I have to say it's not my idea. I got the idea from Cheryl Miller. She's a demo down in South Australia, and I watch her videos quite well. When she has them, she normally does them on a Wednesday as well, Wednesday morning, and I got the idea from her. And it's just it's a bit like the old Stamp-A-Majig that we used to have. Yeah, it works off the same principle. So all right, guys, if that's it then, that's it from me. I hope you have a great week, and I hope we get to see you again next week. I will be here same time, and with something else to show you girls. So bye everyone, and we'll see you all later. Have a good night. Bye.